Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the flag for the playing of our national anthem. First, for visiting Amherst, a senior from Redondo Beach.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Owen Finnegan alongside Owen Fitzsimons here for JumboCast covering the Tufts volleyball game here at Cousins Gymnasium in Medford, Massachusetts. Thank you all for joining us for this exciting NESCAC action. Tufts stepping in with a 4-1 NESCAC record. Amherst with a 3-1 record representing the 3rd and 4th place teams respectively in the NESCAC. Starting lineups getting announced here right now. I'm going to toss it over to Owen to tell us some players to look out for and what to look out for in this game.
My players to look out for Amherst, Jamie Daly, number 10. She's leading the team block and in kills right now. So she's averaging 3.5 kills a set, so that's definitely something to look out for. My player to watch out for on Tufts is either the freshman, Kate Dessler. She's leading the team in kills with 152. Or the sophomore, Sophia Aker, who's defensively on that side. She's doing great things with her.
Absolutely, Jamie Daly doing it all for the Mammoths, and Kate Dessler, an emerging star for the Jumbos here, the freshman. Jumbos with a little bit of a rocky start to the season, a couple of tough losses against Wellesley, but coming off a 3-0 win against UMass Boston. Amherst strong season in their own right, coming off their own 3-0 win against Westfield State. So those teams rolling right now. Big game in terms of the NESCAC landscape. Top two teams right now, Bowdoin and Wesleyan, are 5-0 apiece. And whoever wins this game will take over 3rd place in the NESCAC. Shaking hands now as we get ready to get started here at Cousins Gymnasium. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Teams will take the court, in just a second. Tufts pretty strong at home so far this season, although a few weeks ago losing to Bowdoin at home, representing their first NESCAC loss since, I believe, 2014, if not earlier. So a little bit of a scuffle there. And then I mentioned the loss of Wellesley as well. So not the way the Jumbos would like to start the season, but strong nonetheless.
And that game against Bowdoin was a very, very tight match. All 5 sets came down to, I think the last set was 15-13.
Yeah, I mean, the whole game was close. We covered that game. And it was a close one the whole time. So, starting lineups here. Taking the field, we've got two freshmen. We've got two freshmen libero for both teams. We've got Skylar Savage, freshman out of San Jose for the Mammoths, and we've got Sophia Aker, sophomore from La Jolla, California. So, two young liberos for both teams. Alrighty. the Jumbos, it looks like Christina Nwangpa, Captain Maddie Stewart, Bridget Bell, Sophia Aker. And serving for the Mammoths is the junior Charlotte Duran. Roll shot early for Stewart. And the libero Savage is going to take over. Dig by Bell, and the first point is going to go to the Mammoths. I think Owen, the boating game showed us how important a strong start to each set can be for these NESCAC matches.
Absolutely. It's back and forth all the way through.
So both teams looking to get a good run early. Firash is set to Nwangpa, dug out by Savage. Little misplay by, Claire Dennis, the junior for the Mammoths, and that's going to tie the game up. Bridget Bell, the junior out of California as well, takes the serve. Set by Duran. Strong kill attempt by Daly, but no good. Daly again, dug out by Bell. Firash, the set to Dessler, and the freshman, like Owen said in the beginning, gets the ball rolling for the Jumbos, 2-1.
Terrific cross-court shot there.
Apologies for the technical difficulties we seem to be experiencing right now. We have a little bit of camera issues, and we'll be looking to get that set figured out quickly. But for right now, you just have our voices. Right there was, Claire Dennis, but the point is going to go to the Mammoths after an attempted dig by the Jumbos to tie it up 2-2.
Just a small miscommunication there on the Jumbo side.
And after that miscommunication, it's going to be Daria Kim Percy, the sophomore with the serve. Here's Firash to Nwangpa. Nwangpa powerful, and Dennis tried to dig that out, but it's no good. 3-2 Jumbos. We had a talk with Bridget Bell at one of our JumboCast meetings a couple weeks ago, and she told us the correct term for that sort of play is called getting tooled. So interesting vocab.
Ooh.
Firash attempted to dig out Daly's shot, but it's going to be ricocheted into the Tufts bench and almost took out Coach Cora Thompson.
Might not be starting next game after that.
So the game is tied at 3. Libero Savage is going to serve for the Mammoths. Left-handed serve, interesting. Firash, Captain Stewart. Stewart finds the split in the middle of the field, and it's going to be 4-3. So an interesting look from the Mammoths. I don't think either of their captains are on the court right now. Captains being Hasenea and Lauren Reppert. Nevertheless, Zedrick sends it in, rotating her in. Zedrick with the set from Bell from the 10-foot line. Good set to Dessler. That's Daly to Bell. Zedrick again. Here's Bright, the captain. Couldn't make it past the net. Zedrick to Dessler with the roll shot.
Terrific shot there.
Yeah, good job. Durant couldn't get to it in time. It's going to make it 5-3.
Not much else she could have done with that there. So very nice shot.
Absolutely not. Freshman setter Zedrick with her second serve. Coming into Daly. Here's the set to Kolsky. And I think that kill is going to be awarded to Kolsky to cut the deficit to 1. Kolsky, the 5'9" junior. But it'll be Candace Chung from Honolulu, Hawaii with the serve. Dessler playing from the back with the dig. Comes to the net, and it's well dug by the Mammoths, but they couldn't control it. It was pretty good.
Just too powerful.
Yeah, too much power there. Dessler has, standing at 6'1", she has a lot of power behind her hits.
Still only a freshman as well.
She serves, scrapes the net, dug out by Savage. Here's Kolsky to Aker. Zedrick to Bright. No good. Going to be a free ball for the Jumbos if they can take advantage here. Tough hit for Bell, and it's going to be dunked by Kolsky. Good play. Kolsky 5'9", but getting up to reject Bell's shot to make it 6-5 Jumbos.
Interesting celebration there out of the Amherst bench.
Yeah, Amherst had some interesting pregame rituals going on that we saw before the game. Some weird chants and claps, and it was interesting to watch.
Little slumber party they had.
So here is number 1, Hayes Hanea, the captain with the serve, and it's going to be a tough one for the Jumbos to wrangle as it goes careening into the audience seats. sparsely filled on this Friday night, might I add, to tie the game up at 6.
It probably has something to do with the fact that over half of Amherst's roster lives in California.
Yeah, tough to make it out here to Medford. Hanea, her second serve to Aker. Tough shot and another miscommunication for the Jumbos. That was Heather Holtz failing to get the ball over, and the lead is going to be on the Mammoths now.
Jumbo's definitely not with their strongest start by any means, but still only a 1-point game, so see if Amherst can punish them here.
Hanea looking to further that punishment with her third serve. Into Bell to Zedrick. Here's Bell from the outside, her favorite spot, and she'll get a point there. Bell, a natural outside hitter. Once again, tooling, I believe that was Sophia Lonsbach for the Mammoths.
In the JumboCast meeting, she credited her setters for making it very easy for them to find splits in the block. So.
Heather Holtz with the serve, and that is going to be, Kim Percy with a little bit of a roll shot. Back to the Mammoths now. Kim Percy again, another roll shot, but it's dug out by Zedrick. Here's Bell from the middle to Savage. Savage been all over the court today. Kim Percy again. They're really feeding her this set. Good communication by the Jumbos. Dessler from the 10-foot line, but it's Savage again. Kim Percy again from the outside. No good. Long point here. There's Bright, and it's going to graze off of Charlotte Durand to be a point Jumbos. 8-7. This is one of the longest points I've seen this season.
Yeah, those are the ones we really like to win there.
Heather Holtz with her second serve. Dug up by Hanea. That's going to be Sophie Lonsbach with the point. That was a good kill from her.
Yeah, almost too easy there.
Lonsbach standing at 6'1" is one of the tallest players on the court. If it wasn't for Callie Wasson on the Mammoths standing at 6'2". Lonsbach with the serve this time. Bell backing up, but she got it. Tough dig for Zedrick. Oh, interesting play from Nwangpa there. Dessler from the 10-foot line. Set to Dennis, and she is going to get the point.
Yep. Tipped there. Interesting that from Nwangpa, using her elbow to keep the ball up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I guess it's really just instinct.
Yeah, bad set from Zedrick, but good job by Nwangpa to get there. But nevertheless, resulted in a point for the Mammoths to put them up 9-8. And Lonsbach is going to take her second serve, and she does to Bell. Dessler, 10-foot line again, but a little bit too much out of bounds.
Bit ambitious there, trying to find the back corner.
Yeah, when you get a player that plays at the net as often as Dessler does, those shots from the 10-foot line can be pretty difficult. Lonsbach stringing together a good set of serves here. That was Holtz from the middle. Bell from the outside, good block by the Mammoths there.
Free ball over.
Yeah, initiated by Chung, and that's going to be Kim Percy with the kill there. Another one for Kim Percy.
Amherst on a small run here. Let's see if Tufts can do anything to slow their momentum.
Yeah, Amherst extending the lead to 11. And there's going to be Lonsbach with, I believe, her fourth serve. Serve comes in. It's a short one to Dessler. Here's Nwangpa with the roll shot, and it's going to be a point. Good roll shot from Nwangpa there. Really an aspect of her game that she's refined the last couple of years. It used to be all power kills.
Absolutely, she can do it all.
Serve is going to be from, I believe, Rachel Furash for the Jumbo side. Dug out by Hanea. Awkward set by Aker, no good, and that's going to be a bad play by the Jumbos to put the Mammoths up 3. Rotation for the Mammoths as Daly steps in the game, and Durand is going to take over serving duties. Served a little borderline, but Bell plays it anyways. Here's Stewart, good dig. Kim Percy, but a whistle blows. Point is going to go to the Jumbos. Looks like Kim Percy might have had a foot under the net there.
Interesting, there was a change in that rule recently where your foot's allowed to be under the net, but not if you're close to someone. So very subjective there.
Yeah, not a call you like to see. Bell with this serve. Oh, that was a difficult play by Kim Percy there. Sort of set it to nobody, found her own split in the defense, and lead is going to be cut to 1. Amherst bench providing some energy, but it's going to be a close set. Bell with her second serve. Another bad set by Kim Percy. Can they save it? It's going to be a free ball for the Jumbos. No, it's not because it's out of bounds.
Well watched there by Aker.
Yeah, Aker making up for that misplay a few points ago with a good play there, and it's going to be tied at 12. Bell, another serve. Kim Percy, again, picking on Kim Percy. There's Daly. What a shot. Holy moly, that ball is 10 miles in the air.
Almost hit the light.
Dessler with a powerful shot, but it's dug out by Hanea. Daly again. Stewart with her own power of her own, and Kim Percy grazed off her hands and went out of bounds. 13-12. Tufts takes the lead again. My goodness, does Daly have some power there. That is insanity.
Maybe some bruised forearms tomorrow morning.
Jamie Daly, 6'1" outside hitter, and she's got some ups.
I think that might have just snuck in. Yes, it did. Brilliant serve there from Bridget Bell.
Fabulous ace by Bell. You don't see Bridget getting a lot of aces.
Yeah, Tufts currently averaging 2.1 service aces per set.
And the way it goes sometimes, Bell serves it into the net.
Yeah.
Lead is going to be cut to 1. Yeah, a little bit lower number of service aces per set there, but since Alex Garrett, who is standing on the sidelines now, graduated, she was a fantastic server for the Jumbos last year and is now serving as an assistant coach. Kim Percy with the serve, right to Bell. There's Nwangpa. And here is Kolsky. Kolsky back in the game after a rotation by the Mammoths. Stewart looking for the power shot again, and she does, picking on Duran. Couldn't make the dig. 15-13 Jumbos. Stewart, a junior captain for this volleyball team. Not something you see very often, but definitely an emotional leader and a fantastic outside hitter. Libero Aker with the serve. Here's Kim Percy from the 10-foot line, and what a shot, getting Bell tied up, and it's going to be 15-14.
She couldn't get her hands out of the way in time. Those ones are tough.
Libero Savage with the serve. Soft one to Bell. Difficult dig. Stewart again, picking on Duran in the back line. 16-14, Jumbos are up.
Well, that shot has been there for her all set, and she has not failed to capitalize.
Yeah, you're going to see a timeout from the Mammoths. That's Coach Sue Everton calling that timeout, and understandable why. A couple good points for the Jumbos there.
The Amherst lead was at 1.4 points, I want to say.
Yeah, it was. They went on a long run there. Tufts, as they do, tends to sneak back at the end of sets. And it's going to be 16-14. Again, just want to reiterate just like the importance of this game. We were talking on our radio show on Friday about how important this game was for the landscape of the Jumbo season. Big NESCAC game. Amherst is always a really, really strong team. Tufts as well, a really strong team, especially these past couple of years. And I mentioned that the way this game plays out will probably be pretty indicative of the way that Tufts will continue the rest of their NESCAC season into the playoffs. Although right now, Wesleyan and Bowdoin unbeaten in the conference, 5-0. So they'll be tough ones to bring down, but important game.
I don't think there's any doubt in any of the Tufts players' minds that they could have beaten Bowdoin on that day if they were just that little bit better. One or two mistakes if they had corrected sooner. So they know they can do it. They know they can beat Bowdoin and win it. So this is a massive, massive game for them.
Absolutely. We've got Captain Mackenzie Bright stepping in for the Jumbos as Zedrick gets ready to take the serve. Mammoth's lineup looks largely the same. Bridget Bell calling for a hair tie. Looks like hers broke.
A hair timeout, right?
Going with the messy bun look. Shout out to Katie Zhang for providing that hair tie. And that is Sophie Lonsbach from the set from Duran to get the ATO point for the Mammoths. Candace Chung coming on for what I imagine to be serving purposes. Candace Chung, an alumni of Punahou School, which is where former President Barack Obama attended. Heather Holtz with her first kill of the game, and it's a beauty.
It's taking her a while to get warmed up here, but see if she can keep it going from here.
Yeah, Holtz plays all over that net, middle hitter, opposite hitter, and getting a kill from the middle there as Dessler takes the serve.
Terrific serve.
Duran sets to Kolsky. Kolsky is going to be saved by Dessler. Right from the outside, and it's going to fall in for a point. Looks like, Duran and Lonsback can get to it. 18-15 as Dessler sets in for her second serve. Oh, good save by Duran there. Free ball for the Jumbos, though. Here's Bell. Kim Percy having trouble with those digs today.
Almost
Roll
can't
shot.
get low enough down to him. They're just going straight back over the net, which is not what you want to see.
Heather Holtz, slow start, but 2 kills in a row for the junior.
Bridget Bell looking like she's having more hair problems here. See if she can get that sorted out.
Dessler, her third serve. Is it in?
Just out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Right next to the referee, was never going to miss that one.
Yep, so Dessler, second shot out of bounds on the day so far.
Doesn't look too phased by it. I think she'll shake that one off for sure.
Senior Hayes Hanea, the defensive specialist, but not the libero. Standing at 5'6", small but mighty. Getting ready for the serve. It's a good one to Aker. Zedrick finds Holtz for her third kill in a row.
There you go. The Holtz train's moving now.
Looking to continue that train as she gets ready to serve. 20-16. 2016, of course, my high school graduation year.
And the number of hair ties Bridget Bell will go through in this game.
Yeah, fixing her hair as that serve comes in, looking at the ponytail look now, and that ball is way out of bounds from Lonsback to make it 21-16. Holtz her second serve. Serve comes into the libero Savage. Here's Kim Percy, rejected by Nwangpa.
Terrific. Amherst must be happy seeing Holtz serve. I mean, she's 3 seconds more away from the net. So.
Lovely tradition here for the Tufts University volleyball team is whenever Nwangpa gets a point, they cheer Nwangpa from the bench really loud. Kim Percy tries it again. Nwangpa can't block it this time, but Dessler saves it. There's Bright, powerful from the outside, and it's going to be 23-16.
Amherst just can't deal with the power right now coming out of these Tufts ladies.
Some nice energy from Madison Clay on the sidelines there, and Tufts is 2 points away from closing the door on the Mammoths. Can the Mammoths sustain a few more Holtz serves? They do. 23-17, and the Mammoths have a chance to even the score here.
Let him off the hook a little bit there, but great work from Holtz on that on her string of serves.
Freshman Lonsback is going to have to put together a nice set of series of serves here. She does. It's a tough one. A little miscommunication between the Jumbos. Great serve from Lonsback. 23-18. Mammoths continue to nip at the heels of the Jumbos late in this first set. Lonsback again, same position. Going to be free ball for the Mammoths that can't capitalize. There's Bright, tough shot, dug up by Hanea. Aker up to Bell.
I believe that was tipped.
It
Yes,
was. Good call from Owen there, tipped by Charlotte Duran. 24-18, Tufts 1 point away.
It's nice of them to position security next to us in case we get too rowdy.
Yeah, new security guard this year, actually. I do not recognize that security guard from last year. Security guard from last year was a big Tufts University volleyball fan, actually. Forget what his name was, though. As we get a 60-second timeout from the Mammoths there. Of course, their last timeout for the set.
Taking it at a good time. Potentially 1 point left in the set, so.
Yeah, strong from both teams so far this set. The Mammoths have had just some weird sets and misplayed balls that have cost them some tough points, especially later in the set. Player that comes to mind is Daria Kim Percy, normally a strong outside hitter, just having some trouble with some of the balls coming in from the Jumbo side. So they are looking to get that evened out at the end of this first set here and into the second set. Of course, the set not over yet as the Jumbos have to get one more point to close the door.
Nwangpa playing really well right now. I remember she was doing the same against Bowdoin, but she consistently getting taken out of the game right as she started to heat up, and I remember being confused, to say the least. So let's see if she can get more of a sustained run of Foreman now.
Here's Rachel Furash last week. Rachel Furash setting a season-high 38 assists in Hamilton. Their win over Hamilton. She comes in with the serve, and it's going to be to Chung. Duran to Lonsback. Correct that was Dennis. Here's Bright for the Jumbo side, and it's going to be 1-0. Jumbos win the first set.
See how that affects Amherst mentally. Had an all right lead for most of that set, but just could not capitalize in the slightest.
Amherst looks largely unaffected mentally, as Hanea, we just saw right in front of our bench there, or right in front of our table there, pumping up her teammates. Amherst knows they're a good team and knows they can play Tufts well. So look for them to start out strong in the second set, but a good set from the Jumbos. Very clean, very few misplays, I noticed. I think there were only 2 balls out of bounds and 1 into the net.
Started out a little rough, but they really brought it together. Something that we've seen before. Let's see if they can sustain this form now.
Yeah, absolutely. Tufts, known for winning a lot of games 3-0. We mentioned they just won one against UMass Boston, who's a very good volleyball program. Winning a lot of games 3-0.
Both teams actually coming off this, off a win in their last match. I believe Amherst beat Westfield State.
Yes, Westfield State. Very good friend of mine's dad went to Westfield State.
Yeah.
Out in Westfield, Massachusetts. You know, normally the Tufts live stats team does a very good job, but the live stats seem to be down today. Hoping to get those back up.
We have the statistics that matter, though. It is currently Tufts 1, Amherst 0.
You know, there's a congregation over by the scores table right now. Wondering if that's them trying to get the live stats figured out. Nevertheless, about a minute 20 left before this next set starts. So 25-18. I'm a little struck by that score. It seemed like it was pretty close for most of the time, but 7-point victory for the Jumbos is a pretty large margin of victory.
I mean, if you're not looking at the scoreboard, it's oftentimes hard to tell who's actually winning because normally the reaction after a point is pretty similar. They all get back in their huddle, hype each other back up.
Another thing I was struck by, too, is just how few rotations the Mammoths were, performing. We saw Daly go out a few times. We saw, I think, Dennis go out a few times. But for the most part, it was the same familiar faces on the court at the same time. And, of course, as I say this, Cameron Hendricks, the junior out of Glastonbury, Connecticut, is on the court for the first time so far this game. Interesting preset ritual from the Mammoths here. A little powwow. Ooh, interesting scenes from the bench as well. Are we getting that? I'll have to use rhetorical fireworks to explain that, but the Mammoths bench was in a circle, clapping very loudly and stamping on the ground. And the Mammoth starters were in a circle on the court in a little bit of like a silent... I don't know, just like a little Zen moment of understanding, just getting on the same spiritual plane with each other.
On the tough side of the bench, you see Katie Jang and Madison Clay also leading the bench, as they often do in energy. Katie and Madison, always fun to watch.
Yeah, bench is a lot more animated this year than in previous seasons. Wondering why.
Lots of sophomores, lots of freshmen. Could just be a younger thing. The younger generations coming in with their dancing and their music. So.
Captain Hanea coming on for Kim Percy, getting those high fives going, and Savage is going to come on for Dennis. Usual suspects for the Jumbos: Bell Nwakwa Bright up top, Aker Dessler and Furash behind, with Furash taking the serve. Again, Hendricks, new face for the Mammoths, on the court, next to Lon's back. There's Daly to get the point, to get the scoring started. Right. Mammoths up 1-0.
Great dig and great kill there from Daly.
Daly is an unbelievable offensive player. Daly taking the serve, looking to extend the lead. Here's Bright. Excuse me, Stewart. Stewart has been incredibly efficient so far this game.
It's hard to tell right now if it's our Tufts offensive capability or a lack of positioning on Amherst's part that are leaving these spaces open on the court.
Yeah, not sure why. Nevertheless, Bell with the serve. Set to Kim Percy, a little bit of a roll shot, but it's going to be dug out by Stewart. Rejection by, I believe that was Hendricks.
Strong wrist there.
Hendricks standing at 6 foot even. When she's got those arms up, it's going to be tough to get him by her. 2-1 Mammoths and a similar start to the first set. And it's going to be Sophie Lonsbach with the serve. Drops one into Bridget Bell. Furious with the set in Nwangpa. And Nwangpa, another efficient player for the Jumbos so far today.
Is that a back set I saw there?
I think it might have been.
Terrific work there. Confused even me.
Nwangpa coming off the court as Aker gets ready to serve.
That was in.
It was. Second service ace of the day for the Jumbos, courtesy of Sophia Aker.
Court vision just letting Amherst down there a little bit.
Yeah, it's again these misplays from Amherst. They have great sets, but the communication seems to be lacking. No good that time. Aker sends one out of bounds. 3-3.
Job that time after you've just let one go and it's gone in. It's hard to look at the next one and let that one go as well, but she trusted herself and it paid off there.
Candice Chung getting ready to serve at a strong serving first half.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Back-to-back out-of-bounds serves for both teams. As we get a rotation here for the Jumbos, they've got some setters coming on. Zedrick and Bright. Zedrick, another one of those strong freshmen on the Tufts team. With the serve. Savage giving the Jumbos a free ball. Well dug by Chung there. And that is a strong block from Heather Holtz. Is going to give the Jumbos another point. I have to say it was beautiful form by Kim Percy there with the kill, but no good getting it by Holtz. Five through Jumbos. Some communication on the tough side. Second serve from Zedrick. Duran sets up.
Great roof there from, I believe that was Holtz?
Yeah, Holtz again with a second roof in a row. Holtz, of course, staying at 6'0", I believe the tallest player on the Tufts team. Actually, Dessler looks like she's challenging Holtz for the height title there.
Yeah, Dessler also 6'1".
6'1", there you go. Zedrick to Dessler. Speak of the devil. Savage is busy in the back row today. Here's Bright. Chung's going to dig it out. Duran is going to set up. Oh, it's going to be a free ball for the Jumbos. Little bit of a miscommunication here. Dessler, too much.
Never got over the top of that one. That's a tough shot, though. Like to see the ambition.
Yeah, issue from Dessler, not only this game, but this season, just gets a little too ambitious on those kills and a little bit too powerful. She sends a lot of balls out of bounds.
I reckon by the time she's a senior, she'll have sorted it out for sure.
Hayes Hanea, the captain, looking to get her team rallied as they are down 2. Holtz trying to make it 3, but not so. Aker sends it over to Chung. Free ball for the Mammoths. Boom, Daly, no good. Good dig by Aker. And a roll shot from Dessler is going to give the Jumbos a 3-point lead. Good instinct from Kate Dessler.
Not 100% sure she even touched that, did she?
I didn't notice, actually. We'll have to check the tape.
Yeah.
If you're watching at home, you can rewind the stream. Dessler with a 7-4 lead. Well played by Chung. Daly from way out of bounds. Cedric to Holtz. Holtz roll shot, no good. Chung is there. Daly again from the outside.
Was it tip?
No, it was not. Looked close to me, but out of bounds on Daly.
The officials have been doing a good job, I believe, so far. Not too much protest from either side.
Yeah, not always the case.
Yeah, no.
Jumbo's doubling up the Mammoth score here, 8-4.
Great
And it would have been a 9-4 if it wasn't for a good dig by Savage. Zedrick to Holtz. Holtz, Chung cannot handle it. Goes out of bounds, slams against the scoring table to make it 9-4. Timeout, Mammoths. Issue for the Jumbos so far this season has been a departure of libero Kelly Klimo, one of the stronger players on the Tufts team last year. Of course, she transferred to, I believe, Villanova. Sophia Aker trying to fill that role, but I'd say she's been doing a pretty good job today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if it would be much different with her here or not. So
yeah, you know the libero spends so much time on the court. It's so important for the success of a team. As we see some Amherst dancing right now.
I mean, whatever gets you going.
Yeah, I mean, say what you will about this Amherst team, but they do not lack energy.
Absolutely. They may be down 9-4 in this set, but there is still a smile on every single one of their faces.
Absolutely. Some emphatic dancing on the sideline.
Big shout out to number 14, Lauren Reppert, the senior out of Houston, Texas, for leading the league in dancing right now.
Reppert, not only a captain of this Mammoths team, but also one of the only players not from the state of California. Speaking of California, Kate Dessler with the serve. Durant to Daly, and that's a combo that's been working so far today.
Amherst starting to find some holes in this Tufts defense here.
Like a day job, it's 9-5 as Savage gets ready for her serve. Had Aker on her toes. Bell, tough shot. And here's Daly from the middle, rejected by Bright and Holtz. Daly again, can't sneak it by. And a good hustle from the Mammoths, but the ball is going to land, and it's going to be 10-5, Jumbos.
Heather Holtz making a huge difference in this game.
I know, she really has. Talked to Heather Holtz at the career fair last week, but that'll be a story for a different day as she sends the serve in, and Daly is actually going to set it to the captain, Hanea. Bell, well played by Savage. Daly again. It's going to be a little bit of deliberation from the refs. It's going to be out of bounds. Jumbo's point.
No touch on that one.
No touch. Anyways, I was running a booth at the career fair. Heather Holtz came and spoke to me, and it's always weird trying to pretend like you don't know these players' names and where they're from. Daly again with a roll shot this time. Fantastic shot selection. Daly's been all power today, except for that one.
Score now 11-6 to Tufts.
Yeah, bigger lead early in this set than we saw in the first set. Duran with a standing serve. I'm always interested by those. Bell finds the split past Duran. Tufts once again doubled up the Mammoth score, 12-6.
Bell would be very impressed with your terminology there, Owen.
Thank you. You know, I learned from the best. The best being Bridget Bell. And best meaning best members of JumboCast. Rachel Furash with the serve for the Jumbos. Dug by Daly. Daly coming to the net. Back set. Blocked by Nwangpa. Nwangpa going for the dunk. No good. Lons back to Hendricks. Misplay by the Jumbos. Kate Dessler.
Almost wasn't expecting the ball there.
Tufts maintains a 5-point lead as Daly smacking the ball against the ground, gets ready for her serve. Powerful serve to Aker. Furash and Nwangpa blocked by, I believe, Kim Percy. Dessler from the back row.
There's that ambition again.
Boom! That was Hendricks.
Strong shot there.
Hendricks getting some run for the first time this game in the second set and making her impact known. Here's Daly again, out of bounds.
Bridget Bell saw that one all the way.
I realize now, number 11 for the Mammoths, Daria Kim Percy, has 3 first names. Not often you see that. Bridget Bell, standing serve. Durant to Kim Percy. Kim Percy sneaks it over Stewart and Nwangpa. Not an easy thing to do.
No, just revenge there for saying she has 3 first names.
Exactly. Kim Percy, I apologize.
Oftentimes I think they can hear us.
Lon's back with the serve to Bridget Bell. Furash setting up Dessler. Well played by Pearl Accord, her first run in this game. Free ball. And that was the Mammoths from start to finish there.
Absolutely. Almost had a free ball kill.
Yeah, shout out Pearl Accord, sophomore out of, you guessed it, Los Angeles, California, graduate of Harvard Westlake. Good school in Los Angeles. But enough about Pearl Accord because Sophia Lonsback just got a service ace for the Mammoths.
I haven't seen too many of those today.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Tufts only up 2. Mammoths looking to cut it to 1. They might. Nwangpa, oh, well played by Nwangpa. It was a broken play for the Jumbos.
It's great volleyball there. I believe that was Maddie Stewart with the court awareness to play that back instead of just trying to tip it over, setting up Nwangpa.
14-11, and it's still a close set here as Aker takes the serve. Dug by Accord. That's Hendricks. Furash to Bright, well dug by Savage. Accord from the 10-foot line. Oh, and a fantastic shot.
I believe Furash thought that was out.
So again, a player stepping in and making their presence felt immediately. I believe Accord was only on the court for 2 or 3 points and already has a kill.
The lead is back down to 2, and there you see Katie Jang entering the game, bringing her energy as she always does.
Yeah, Katie Zhang, talented senior setter for the Jumbos. Played a lot last year. Candace Chung with the serve. Stewart from the outside. Duran setting up Kim Percy, and
have a tip there, yeah.
Yeah, that was Maddie Stewart getting tooled by Kim Percy there. 14-13, and it's a 1-point game. Candace Chung serving well this set. Sends one into Katie Zhang.
And drops.
Yeah, you know, Tufts runs that play a lot where it's sort of a leading set and a roll shot from the hitter, and it's been working so far this game.
Heather Holes once again.
15-13. I have to say this set is going by pretty fast. Not a whole lot of long points here. Zedrick with the serve. Durant, tough dig for Accord. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, so Accord stepped over the 10-foot line to make that hit, which you cannot do from this, from their position. You actually don't see that penalty very often. Kim Percy, finesse shot.
Sneaked it.
Kim Percy having a much stronger second set than first set. Trading blows halfway through the second set here, 16-14. We've got Captain Hayes Hanea on the court. Not only is she on the court, but she is serving. Zedrick getting ready to serve for Bright. Holy mackerel, that was powerful. Thunderbolt from Bright. Or excuse me. Oh, yeah, Bright.
Savage looked like she was a little shaken up there on that play. Small collision with her teammate.
Back on the court for the Jumbos is Bridget Bell. Mammoth's lineup remains the same. Kate Dessler with the serve. Out of bounds again. So it's 17-15, and the Jumbos can't seem to break off a long string of points here. Mammoth's looking for the counterattack. Savage looking to orchestrate it. Zedrick to Bell. Not sure what the call was there. I can only assume it would be a net violation. Can't imagine what else the Mammoths did there.
It'd be my best guess by the referee's gesture, but again,
yeah. So I think
not
that's going
claiming to be a volleyball expert.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a net violation on Duran. Holtz with the serve, 18-15. Lonsback, beautiful kill from the opposite side. Nwangpa coming on for the Jumbos. Chung coming off for the Mammoths. And we got Jamie Daly back on the court. Duran with the serve. Dessler with the dig. Nwangpa with the kill. Finds the split.
Again, that was back to my earlier point of every time Nwangpa's on the court, she makes an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw Duran getting ready to move forward, I think anticipating a roll shot from Nwangpa. It's been her go-to move so far this game, but Nwangpa answered with a power kill to make it 19-16 as we approach the final stages, and a misplay by Jamie Daly is going to make it 20-16. So here we are, 5 points from one team taking the set, and it's 20-16 again, just like the first set. Very similar sets.
Very. Sound like a broken record. 20-16. Heather Holes does it again.
Yep. So something we mentioned earlier but wanted to talk about in detail was just the percentage of players on the Mammoths that hail from faraway locations. So Owen, I'll let you speak to that.
Yeah, it's probably down to the fact that you find many Mammoths in California. That seems to be drawing them all to Amherst.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe there is 3 or 4 players not from California on this Amherst team.
On a roster of 17 players.
On a roster of 17.
And one of those is from Hawaii. So pretty remarkable, I have to say. I mean, it's pretty similar on the Jumbo side. You get a lot of West Coast California. There's a little bit more state diversity, state representation on the Jumbo side.
Slightly different winters, but I reckon the volleyball is pretty similar. So
Furash with the serve. Stewart from the outside, going to be saved by Hendricks. Duran to Daly. And Daly, I believe that point is going to go, yep.
Oh.
Right, okay. So I think it was a little bit too much contact on the net from Daly. So even though it was took by the Jumbos, the point is going to go to the Jumbos to make it 21-16. Tough set of points for Jamie Daly. Hendricks pushes it over the net. Furash set to Bell. Bell gets rejected by Sophie Lonsback.
Bell back to her favorite spot. Just couldn't find the split that time. Couldn't get around it.
That was something from the Amherst bench there. Hope our cameraman Ethan Zaharoni got that. Nodding his head like he did. Jamie Daly got Sophia Aker tied up. Stewart rejected by Lonsback.
Great reactions from Bell.
Aker sends it over. This is a free ball play for the Mammoths. Aker, good dig. Here's Stewart, way out of bounds.
Trying to take out the coach there.
Yep. Coach is laughing about it. Timeout Jumbos, their first of the day. So 21-18, and we see again similar script to the first set playing out late in this second set.
Tufts obviously hoping that it continues like the last set. Amherst has a chance to correct their mistakes from the last one.
We'll get a song check here because I don't think we've done that all day, but this is Closer by the Chainsmokers, of course, reminiscent of my freshman year of college and your, I assume, senior year of high school.
Senior year, yeah. And big shout out to the Chainsmokers, copyright, so that this video doesn't get taken down from YouTube.
Yep. Good point. That has happened to our broadcast in the past, so thank you, Owen, for prefacing that. All royalties will go to the Chainsmokers, friend of the program.
Did not hear this song here before. They're really diversifying their playlist.
I know we were talking about how the volleyball playlist is usually one of the stronger of the sports we cover.
Absolutely. You can be sure to hear Jesse McCartney, Beautiful Soul, every single warm-up.
Absolutely. And so Jamie Daly with her pre-serve ritual of smacking the ball a couple times. Gets ready to serve. Late in the second set, the Mammoths need a run here. Free ball for the Jumbos. Here's Bell. Bell, roll shot, no good. Another free ball for the Jumbos. Nwangpa into the net. Furash shot to Stewart. Another roll shot for Stewart. And Lonsback is going to be rejected by Nwangpa at the net. And Hendricks is going to be the one to end that long point. I think the longest one of the set.
Starting to see it get a little more stretch now, down to the business end of this set.
21-19, Mammoths are close to tying this one up.
The official has thrown in the towel here.
Ah, yes, our friend the towel. First appearance so far this game.
Bridget Bell really dealing with a lot of adverse problems this game.
Yeah, a lot of non-volleyball issues so far for Bridget. Of course, we had the hair issues in the first half, and now the towel. So now with the court dry as a California desert, we have Jamie Daly getting ready for her second serve.
Got to think that'll play into the hands of the Mammoths.
Furash to Bell. Bell powerfully going to be tooled off of Kim Percy. 22-19 Jumbos. Good news for the Jumbos. Bridget Bell serving. Bell working on her serving over the summer, and it showed. Savage, tough dig. Percy with a roll shot. Doesn't find a split. It's right to Furash. Here's Dessler. Dessler, another roll shot, but she's going to touch. Oh, it's going to be a net violation on the Mammoth side. Interesting.
Did not see that coming.
No, I really thought that was going to be called against Dessler.
That was almost a jelly move like in basketball.
Yep. So 23-19, Tufts 2 points away from taking a 2-0 set lead.
With Bridget Bell serving as well, which is always what you want to see if you're a Tufts fan.
Absolutely narrow serve over the top, but it's by Kim Percy. Pushed over by the Mammoths. Dessler out of bounds. Once again, out of bounds has been an issue for Kate Dessler so far this game. So 23-20, Mammoths have a bit of a hill to climb if they want to take this set. Lonsback with the serve to Dessler. Furash setting up to Nwangpa. Nwangpa!
Every time.
Great game from Nwangpa so far.
Absolutely. And see, now you get Tufts' other weapon at the net checking in, Heather Holtz.
Yeah, Holtz checking in, looking to close the door.
How do you deal with that mentally when you finally get Nwangpa off and have to come up against Holtz?
Oh, man, you're right. A couple of 6-footers. Dessler, another 6-footer, finds the back of the court, and Tufts is going to take a 2-0 set lead.
It's funny, standing where we're standing, they don't look too tall, just because they're all quite tall, but to think that they would probably be taller than the both of us.
Oh, yes, by a lot. I mean, even Bridget Bell, who's, not even one of the taller on the team, only 5'10", still towers over me at a measly 5'9". So. But 25-20, Tufts takes 2 sets. They've been close, but Tufts has been in the driver's seat so far this game.
I think so. You couldn't see it on the faces of Amherst or anything. They've been very upbeat. The bench has still been giving it their all, always having a smile on their face. So it's hard to tell sometimes just by looking at the teams. But if you really get down to it, I think it hasn't been too uncomfortable for Tufts in the first 2 sets.
Yeah, much agreed. I'd like to take this intermission to thank, firstly, our cameraman, Ethan Zaharoni, sophomore of JumboCast, our technical director, working camera for this game, and of course our social media and community outreach director, Trevor Russo, for directing this game. We had some technical issues early, and Trevor did a great job working through those, so thank you, Trevor. And of course, my name is Owen Finnegan, and I'm with Owen Fitzsimon, and we are Tufts JumboCast. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We are covering the Jumbos as well, as they take on Trinity, another NESCAC matchup. So just wanted to plug our organization there as we get ready for this third and possibly final set to start.
It's not often you get 2 Owens on the mic at the same time, so.
That's right, but I feel it important to mention alternate spellings.
Alternate spellings, yes. Both Irish names, but
only one is the true Irish.
Only
name.
One is the true Irish spelling. So.
So if any of you want to compliment Owen Fitzsimon in the chat, that is going to be E-O-I-N. And if any of you, of course, wish to leave any feedback for me, that's O-W-E-N. So just some clarity for your possible comments in the chat. And of course, one last thank you. Thank you all for tuning into this JumboCast broadcast. It wouldn't be possible without all of our dedicated viewers. So if you are one of the several watching right now, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you.
Amherst again here with their little campfire-esque.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've never seen a team do this. And on both sides of the court, we've got the bench and the starters doing it. "20 seconds to get started here. I wonder what they say in that huddle. We should mic that.
Yeah.
Should mic that up.
Probably just discussing the next celebration. There's no. Baffles me how they have the coordination for all of this.
I know.
Are there team meetings? Do they go over film? How do they do it? But it does seem like on the Jumbo side that Madison and Katie seem to be at the center of it all.
Bring in the energy, as they say. So it'll be the Mammoths' turn to start off the serving. And it'll be Duran with the privilege. 0-0, third set. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. Bell had to save because Nwangpa missed the serve. Or, excuse me, the kill. Daly from the outside, dug by Dessler. There's Stewart. Stewart tied up, I believe, Kim Percy. First point goes to the Jumbos.
Good effort there by Kim Percy. Not much she could have done about that one.
So Jumbos for the first time this game taking the first point of the set, I believe. Could be wrong about that.
There's Bridget Bell on the service as well.
Bridget Bell, of course, putting a good string of clutch serves together late in the second set. As Jamie Daly is denied by Kate Dessler. Dessler doing it all, defense and offense so far today. Bridget Bell. There's the set for Daly. Woo! Bell getting down to get that kill. In vain, as Lonsback sends one past the Jumbo's defense to make it 2-1.
Bridget Bell getting a chance to give her hands a rest now as Katie Jang checks into the game.
So, of course, with Tufts running that 6-2 set, they'll often have a setter coming out for a hitter. That setter being Katie Jang, that hitter being Bridget Bell in this scenario. Bell getting a talk from the assistant coach. Hayes Hinea with the serve. Firash to Nwangpa. Nwangpa with another kill. Nwangpa, a native of Round Rock, Texas.
Okay, here you go. Here, off comes Nwangpa, on comes Holt. Different beast every time.
No, it's tough. Defense and offense from both those players. Anyways, I always like to mention I visited Round Rock, Texas at the end of this summer, and it's a lovely place. Right outside of Austin. Aker with the serve. Whew, holy moly, that is a heck of a kill from Kim Percy.
Not much Aker could have done about that one.
No, absolutely
Sometimes you just got to watch and admire.
Yep. You gotta tip your cap.
Been an outstanding amount of power in this matchup so far.
So we've got a freshman, Alex Roan, taking the serve so for the Mammoths. And we've got a junior, Maddie Stewart, getting the kill for the Jumbos.
Reminiscent of the first set where she really carried the weight of the team at the start, kept them in it a little bit.
Roan 1 point on, 1 point off as the libero Savage is going to come back on the court. And the setter, Zedrick, is going to take the serve for the Jumbos. Ariel Zedrick, the freshman. Ball comes in to Hanea. Pushed over by Hendricks. Dessler rejected by Hendricks. Bright with the right idea, but the wrong execution. Punched it out of bounds. She was trying to sneak it by Hendricks and Dennis at the net.
Simply preparing for Khabib versus McGregor tomorrow.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Big UFC fight tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Big time.
Not a big UFC guy. Not a big UFC guy.
Support anything that Ireland's good at. So.
True. Forgot about that. Kenzie Bright with another powerful serve. Kim Piercy, what a shot.
There's a man in the stands there that does not like a missed call.
There's an injury. Looks like Katie Zhang for the Jumbos. Jumbo's taking a knee here. Katie seemed to take a hard fall on the court, so it's going to be a moment there as the coaches take a look at her. Zhang on her feet looks a bit shaken up, so she'll be going to the bench.
Hopefully she's all right. A little Strange choice of music there. She was standing up.
Gotta criticize the music choice. That was a little weird as Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody started playing as Katie Zhang suffered what appeared to be a pretty significant injury.
Yeah.
Katie Zhang on the sidelines getting looked at by one of the Tufts trainers. So we hope that she is okay.
It's a hard court down there.
It is. We were talking about this pregame. Volleyball players really put their bodies at risk. It's an intense sport.
How long before the helmets become mandatory is the next question.
Lift on the jumbo side. Not sure what the call was there. Nevertheless, it's 5-4 as the Mammoths take the lead. Of course, I want to quote Bridget Bell here. She said it was the most contact, non-contact sport there is. So they know the dangers. Service ace from the Mammoths. I believe that was Savage. Skylar Savage.
Bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah, not great on the jumbo side as the Mammoths take a 2-point lead. Missed the ritual on the Mammoths bench there, but I'm sure it was interesting. Zedrick to Holtz, and Holtz is going to roll shot right past the Mammoths defense.
You can just tell her volleyball IQ is at another level. She sees things that other people really don't see, just where to put the ball every time.
Yeah, that's something that I usually chalk up to coaching. Corey Thompson's been doing this a long time, and volleyball IQ of all the players is off the charts. Kim Percy, speaking of off the charts, another great kill. Kim Percy's really hit her stride here in this third set. 5-7 Amherst with the 2-point lead as Kim Percy, coming off of the kill, is going to serve. And serve she does. Zedrick trying to get something started. Mammoths answer well. Set to Bell from Aker. And
Lots of violations here on Amherst.
I know that's another violation on Duran, her second of the game, and I think they were both net violations.
Right. I think that's the fourth on Amherst in total. Third or fourth.
I believe you're right. Here's Heather Holtz. Jamie Daly, great kill using Nwangpa, and it's 8-6. Amherst with the lead.
Bridget Bell was explaining to us last week that sometimes they look to hit it into the block if it's not set up properly. Just get them to hit it out of bounds.
A lot of moving parts in this sport. I think Zedrick played that ball out of bounds, and so that point is going to go to Amherst. 6-9, Mammoths with a significant lead early, and they continue to serve. Here's Savage. Zedrick to Bell. Bell from the outside. And as is often the case when Bell is hitting from the outside, Tufts gets a point.
Wasn't finding success with it on the other side of the court, but as soon as she's back on this side, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, absolutely. Substitution for the Jumbos as Firash comes on to serve. Durant to Daly. Daly,
Just out of bounds.
Just out of bounds, you're right. Looked close. So with that error on the Mammoth side, Tufts is now down just one. Junior Rachel Furash, California native, looking to tie this game up.
Great serve.
Chung with the dig, you're right. They've got the Mammoths on their heels. Free ball for the Jumbos. Stewart to Furash. Furash back to Stewart. Stewart way out of bounds. Way out of bounds, might I add.
Sometimes catch it a little bit wrong and go a long, long way away.
Yeah, with the amount of power that Stewart has, if you don't get that angle right, that's going to be going far out of bounds. Daly has a similar play style on the Mammoth side. Nwangpa, another out of bounds ball, and Tufts making a lot of mistakes early in this third set. Got to imagine one more of those, and Corey Thompson's going to call a timeout. There's Duran with the serve. Stewart no good, blocked by Hendricks. Stewart again.
Terrific from where she was.
Yeah, Hendricks was a strong block, but couldn't get one from the second shot from Stewart. And it's going to be 9-11 Mammoths, excuse me. Bridget Bell looking to orchestrate a Jumbo's comeback here. Hendricks lofts it to Aker. Stewart with the roll shot, finding the split in the middle of the field right by Jumbo's ear. Lead cut to 1. Madison Clay, of course, the only listed libero on the Jumbo's roster, but doesn't play much. Daly rejected by Nwapa, but there's a whistle, and the point is going to go to Amherst.
I remember when Madison Clay came on against Bowdoin, though, she definitely held her own at least. Couldn't tell that she is a sophomore and that she hasn't been getting as much playing time. She's definitely putting a shift, as we say.
He's a player with a lot of play time. Hey, Sanea with an interesting spin on that serve. Nwangpa rejected by Hendricks. Hendricks doing a good job at the net so far this set. That's Dessler, and it couldn't be handled by Kim Percy.
Kim Percy caught that one on the top of the head, it looked like. Just through her hands.
Yeah, that'll happen. So 12-11. Tufts playing from behind for most of this set. Looking to change that is Sophia Aker. Duran to Kim Percy. Kim Percy out of bounds. Knotted up at 12s, much like the first set, which was knotted at 12s. So pretty similar script as far as game score goes.
Reminds me a bit more of the first set. Amherst took a good enough lead. Tufts battle back.
Aker grazing her serve off the net. Hendricks is going to be met by Dessler. Dessler at 6'1" gets the block there to give the Jumbos the lead for the first time in a long time.
Good fight back there by the Jumbos. They know this game is within their reach now.
About halfway through the third set, Tufts maintaining a 1-point lead against Amherst. Aker looking to make that a 2-point lead, but not if anything that Kolsky has to say about it. And the game is tied once again. Libero coming off for Amherst. Hayes Sanea is going to be acting as the libero position right now. Of course, Hayes, a defensive specialist. There's Roan with an out-of-bounds serve.
Not much the Jumbos had to worry about on that one.
Tough mistakes from the Mammoths when these games are close. Tufts the lead.
Tufts would be more than happy to trade points right now.
Zedrick looking to extend the lead with the serve. Played by Hanea. A little bit of a misplay. Kolsky, great kill. That ball comes off of Bell's forearms and into the stands. We are tied again, so we're tied at 12, tied at 13, and tied at 14. Candace Chung with the serve. Aker with the play. Dessler with the attempted kill, but it's dug by Duran. Chung back to Kolsky. Kolsky coming off of a great kill. Can't get one there. Holtz with the roll shot, no good. Savage back in the game, sets it for Kolsky. He's bright from the outside. It's going to
was tipped.
Yep. I think you're absolutely right, Owen. I believe it was tipped by Candace Chung. The point trading continues.
See if they can have a whole 2-point lead here.
Kate Dessler with the serve. Candace Chung with the dig. Duran to Kolsky, no good. Kolsky has great form on those kills. Here's Bell from about the 10-foot line, well dug by Chung. Kolsky again from her spot, no good.
Hard one to deal with.
Zedrick the setter to Bell. Bell standing from the 10-foot line. A little bit of a free ball. And the kill is going to be credited to Claire Dennis into the block of Holtz.
Blockers just backset threw him off, and they couldn't get their feet in place in time. So a bit late on the jump and paid for it.
And guess what, Owen? It's 15-15.
I would have never guessed.
Kolsky coming off of a good offensive series here with the serve. Here's Bright. And Savage going for the pancake. Can't quite get her hand there, and the ball goes to Tufts.
Looks like Nwangpa's checking in.
Right, so no libero for the Jumbos right now.
Let's get one more offensive player on the court. Try to get a small run going. They have a 1-point lead.
Yep,
They're
absolutely.
trading that point back every time anyway. Might as well try to get some momentum out of it.
So it's not often you see Holtz, Dessler, and Nwangpa on the court at the same time. But you have one here. Maybe Corey Thompson looking to extend this lead. Holtz with a grazing serve.
They'll take those free balls.
Setter dump by Duran. Bright rejected. Bell looking for the back of the court. Savage is there to meet it. Here's Daly.
That was tipped.
Yep. 16-16. So we were tied at 12.
Crazy how this game works.
Tied at 13, tied at 14, tied at 15.
This could be the longest 3-set game of volleyball of all time.
Savage into Dessler. Zedrick up for Bright. Saved by Kolsky. Daly, no good. Nwangpa taps it over. Good play, but Mammoths well read there. Aker, who's it going to be? It's going to be Bell to the back of the court. Savage is there. Here's Roan. Dessler from the 10-foot line. Well shot, but Kolsky's there. A long point here. Almost ended if it wasn't for a great dig by Aker. Free ball for the Mammoths here as Bridget Bell sends it over. Duran sets it up for Daly again. Daly with a little bit of a roll shot, but no good.
Is there anywhere on the court Kate Dessler will not try to kill from?
Blocked by Nwangpa. Great save by the Mammoths there. Daly again. Nwangpa again with the block.
Huge point there for Tufts. Long point.
You can hear some stampeding from the crowd. That was the longest point of the game. Corey Thompson giving the players some support there.
Oh, yeah. All points are worth the same, but some of them just mean a little bit more.
Absolutely. 17-16. Credit Nwangpa for that one. She had the block that sort of got the Mammoths on their heels.
She had around 5 blocks on that one.
Yeah. Rachel Furash getting ready to serve. If history truly does repeat itself, we can expect the Mammoths to get the point here.
You know what? At this point, I'm probably put money on it.
Conversation between the coach and Bridget Bell right now.
She's probably saying that if this gets tied one more time, I'm about to lose my mind. Can't see it in her face, but it's all in the eyes.
Here comes Furash to Savage. Kolsky from behind the 10-foot line. A little strange set from Aker there. Bell rejected. Bell again.
And we're back.
Should have bet my life savings on that one. Tied 17-17. So from the 12th point, Tufts and the Mammoths have just been trading blows.
Number 7, Pearl Accord, leading in the bench there. Strange dab-esque.
Bell getting low for that dig. Bright men at the net by Hodgkins. Excuse me. Hendricks.
Amherst takes the lead.
So there you go. 2 points in a row for Amherst. First time in a long time. Well-deserved celebration from the bench there.
And they need a timeout.
There it is. There it is. Whew. A couple of marathons so far in this game and not a whole lot of sprints.
It's been a very, very good game of volleyball, though.
Yeah, I have to say.
Amherst responded well this set.
I'd say the difference for this set would just be the errors from Tufts early. A couple out of bounds calls and a couple of violations. And here we are with Amherst with the lead as we enter the final third of this set. I wonder if we'll get some bonus volleyball this set.
I mean, hopefully.
One can only hope.
If this game's not still going on by then.
24 seconds left in this timeout, and we have the lineups for both teams getting ready to take the field.
There you have the Amherst coach saying, we have finally got this lead, now don't blow it.
I have to correct myself. I keep saying field, but it's not a field. There's no grass here. It's a court.
Yeah?
Foolish on my part.
Foolish. Been watching too much field hockey.
If you are interested in fields, we do cover all Tufts sports, including soccer, field hockey, and football. Be sure to tune into those on JumboCast.com. Duran gets ready to take the serve. Can the Mammoths extend their lead? Nwangpa says no, 18-18.
I'll never guess it's tied. Gotta wonder how many Duran references that Charlotte Duran faces on a daily basis.
Yeah, you know, my dad really likes Duran. Myself, not a huge fan. Set to Daly. And the Mammoths are on the advantage side of this point trading contest as they are now up 19-18.
Just to remind you, it's a win by 2 system.
Of course, like ping pong.
So might be here.
All righty. So a close set, the closest we've had so far this late into the set. 18-19. Hanea with the serve. Oh, tough set from Bell. Going to have to be a free ball for the Mammoths here. Kolsky looking to capitalize. What a shot from Kolsky.
There it is. There's the 2-point lead someone's been looking for.
First time since we were knotted at 12 that there's been a 2-point lead, and it's Amherst up 20-18.
Should just show you how tight and competitive this NESCAC is.
Absolutely. Hanea sends one in. Stewart. Well-needed point for the Jumbos there. 19-20 as Holtz comes on. Mammoths keeping the same lineup.
Yeah. Not much diversity from Tufts side either. There's been a lot of Holtz on, Nuangpa off, and vice versa.
Yeah, especially when you get late in the season. You get a lot of NESCAC games. Corey Thompson sticks with pretty much the same lineup. Tough play, but it's going to be a free ball. Well played by Aker.
Slight miscommunication there between Furash and Bridget Bell.
Yeah, and that was Hendricks, Cameron Hendricks.
And here we have Katie Zhang back in the game after her injury. Seems to have recovered nicely back. Bringing 100% as always.
Yeah, glad to see Zhang healthy. Rome with the serve, 19-21. Amherst approaching their first set victory. Sent over by Hanea. Bad play by Zhang, and it's going to be 22-19. Timeout, Corey Thompson. And we can see for the first time so far in this match, Amherst up this late into the set.
Tufts facing some adversity for pretty much the first time.
Yep.
And now we have Stacy's mom.
Yeah, wow.
So, apologies to anyone who is named Stacy who is watching.
I don't meet a lot of Stacys nowadays.
Me neither. Yeah. They probably stopped naming them after the song became popular.
Yeah, be interesting to look at the trend there. But back to volleyball. Actually, let's keep talking about Stacy's mom. This is a weird song.
It is, it truly.
People don't appreciate or don't recognize how weird this song is. I don't know.
It's catchy.
It's true. Shows you what a good chorus can do for a song.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all fun and games until your name's Stacy, though. So.
Very true. Of course, by the band Fountains of Wayne, with my dad being called Wayne. So
can't be much fun for Stacy's father either.
Yeah, true. Never think about that. Amherst looking to shut the door on this set. 3 points away from doing so. Tufts looking to stay alive. Zhang stays on the court. So can Rowan be the girl for Amherst here as she gets ready to serve?
Big moment here for the freshman.
Serve comes in. Strange play by Dessler. Kill from the 10-foot line played by Rowan. And it's a great kill from Kolsky as Amherst inches 2 points away.
Amherst bench signifying that she dropped the hammer on that one.
I like that.
Me too.
It's good.
Appreciate it.
Roan with another serve. She's doing a great job. Furash to Stewart. Stewart!
Just misses.
Yeah, out of bounds. And Amherst is 1 point away from winning their first set of the game. Credit to Roan for putting together a wonderful series of serves. Ball's going into the stands, and it's going to be a kill for Heather Holtz. Tufts stays alive.
Tufts now serving to stay in the set. I believe it will be Ariel Zedrick.
Yeah, set point for the next 4 points here. Freshman Zedrick getting ready to serve. Mammoths in an awkward position here. Tufts in an even more awkward one.
Yeah, I believe that ball was going out originally, but nobody talked to her.
Aker sends it into the net. 25-20 as that set concludes, and the first set win for Amherst today.
Amherst is liking that one. I don't think Tufts will be too phased by it. They know they still have 2 more chances.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Tufts comes out in this fourth set. Coming out into the third set, they were making a lot of errors. Maybe weren't totally keyed in on the game. We'll look for that to change after, obviously, the late timeout by Cora Thompson and the intermission here.
And you're seeing the great migration of the Amherst fans from one side of the court to the other in front of us.
Yeah, interesting. I don't see that very often.
Yeah, no. If I was a volleyball player, I'd probably pull a muscle on the way from one bench to another. So that's why I'm up here and they're down there, really.
So we'll take a breather for the next 2 minutes as these teams deliberate for their game plan for the fourth set. But we will be back for the start of the fourth set. Thank you for listening.
Play knick-knack on my door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 5, he played knick-knack on my hive with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 6, he played knick-knack on my sticks with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 7, he played knick-knack up in heaven with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 8, he played knick-knack on my gate with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 9, he played knick-knack on my spine with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 10, he played knick-knack once again with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home.
Amherst side. Amherst getting ready for their pre-set ritual. About what you'd expect in terms of players for both. So thank you for indulging us in that brief break.
Always good to give my big ears a rest from these small headphones.
Absolutely. So both teams coming on. Impassioned speeches from both coaches to their teams. As one can imagine in a 2-1 game. And familiar faces on both sides of the court here. Of course, Alex Rohn starting this game for the Mammoths. Starting the set, excuse me.
Serving first for the Jumbos, number 1, Kate Kessler. Number 2, Rachel Burke.
Our friend and JumboCast member Andrew Anderton just had a little bit of mistake there on the PA system. You don't see those very often, so Andrew.
We're going to dock your pay.
Yeah, that's a dock pay, and it's a service ace to start the set from Kate Dessler.
Good start.
What a start, and Cora Thompson's got to be happy about that one.
There was no miscommunication or anything from the Amherst side. It was just a very, very nice serve by Furash.
I said Kate Dessler, I meant Rachel Furash. I messed up.
Following in your friend's mistakes.
So Furash sending one into the net after the service ace, and I believe after every ace so far this game, the server has sent one into the net. So interesting pattern to follow for the rest of this game.
Can't be perfect every time.
We can try. Hey, Saneo with the serve. Ooh, it's a good one, having Aker on her back of her feet there. Bright sends one to Savage. Durant to Roan with the roll shot, but Furash is there.
She believes there was a touch, and there was.
There was.
I don't know if Amherst realized there was a touch.
Yeah, it must have been a slight one, but she was calling for it, and it was awarded.
But yeah, Amherst looks like they're set to serve here. There's about to be some confusion on the court.
Yeah, we had We had Hanea and Zhang getting ready to serve. A little bit of a miscommunication.
Alternative sport idea, volleyball with 2 balls.
Coach Everton was not happy about that call. Soft-spoken coach, but she was standing up and asking a few questions. Rightfully so. It was a close call. Kolsky answers with a strong kill of her own.
Interesting about that last call, it seemed like the point was going to Amherst until I believe Furash asked the official.
Yeah, maybe a little,
seemed to overturn it.
A little gamesmanship there, perhaps?
Maybe.
Roan continuing her strong serving game. Bright, interesting set from the Jumbos there.
Miscommunication,
but Nwangpa. Yep, Nwangpa lift on Nwangpa is the call.
Oh. Here comes Maddie Stewart asking for an explanation. Or asking for a towel. Either or. Let's take a quick break, make sure everyone's got their hair ties, their towels.
First lift of the game on either side, and it's going to be 2-3 in favor of the Mammoths. The court is wicked of all moisture. Alex Roan is getting ready for another serve. Good luck for the Mammoth side since when Roan is serving so far this game. Furash sets the Dessler. Dessler sneaks one by Duran for a powerful kill.
I don't even know if that's a sneak. I think that was just pure power.
I agree with you. I don't know why I said sneak.
Yeah. Hands can't hit what the eyes can't see, right?
Wise man once said. I appreciate you keeping me honest, Owen.
Of course, Owen.
Duran up to, Lon's back. Stewart's going to tap that one over. Duran another set to the middle. Kolsky. Kolsky doesn't have the most kills this game, but the ones that she has had have been pretty impressive.
Put that in the highlight reel.
Absolutely. Candice Chung getting ready to serve. Sends it to Dessler. Here's Stewart met at the net, and it ended up being a point. That was Kolsky getting up there, 5'9", and Claire Dennis.
Getting a good bounce there off the hands of Dessler.
Yeah, Dennis, a lot of playing time in the first set. Limited since then, but a good play there. 5-3, Amherst with a 2-point lead. And out of bounds on Candice Chung.
Gives Tufts a bit of a break that they needed there. Have something to go their way.
Lead cut to 1 as Zedrick gets ready to serve. Zedrick Savage. Savage takes that one off the face.
Yeah.
Little face ball right there.
I think oftentimes Ariel Zedrick gets overlooked a little bit as one of the best players on this team, but you rarely see her make mistakes. She's not as loud or sporty as some of the other girls, but she certainly does her part and does it well.
Zedrick with the set there. Oh, and a good dig. Fantastic play by Zedrick.
She's listening.
Kolsky, what a shot.
Could not do it. That was a lot to ask. I appreciate her trying for me, but
yeah, that's what we call a split right there. And Kolsky, dare I say, carrying the team in this third set. But yeah, to your point about Zedrick, Angela Yu was such an amazing setter for the Jumbos last year and made so many All-NESCAC teams. And Zedrick doing a good job filling that hole. It's going to have to be a free ball for the Mammoths here. And it's going to be Dennis with the attempted kill, but it's no good.
It was Jennifer Ryan in the game for the first time.
Yeah, Jennifer Ryan. Wow, I'll speak to that later. Dessler sends a hard one into Kolsky. Well played by Kolsky. Daly. Long point here. Holtz. Violation called on the Mammoths.
Yeah, I believe on number 2, Emily Kolsky.
So Jennifer Ryan, sophomore out of San Fran, is a player that you do not see get on the court very often for the Jumbos. So it'll be interesting to see what she brings to the table here in this fourth set.
Coach putting some trust in her in a big game situation.
Absolutely. Dessler plays the ball mile high. Sends it over to the kill.
Slaps it over almost.
Right to Chung. That's Daly. Met at the net by Holtz. Daly again. Different result as she gets a kill, and it's 7-6.
Beautifully snuck down the line there.
Yeah, that was a well-played ball.
Really shows you the difference in maybe a couple of inches on where you set up to block.
6-7 serving is Savage. To Aker to Holtz. Taps it over. Roll shot right over the head of Alex Roan.
Almost like she watches, and when they jump too early, she makes them punish. Or she punishes them. Sorry.
Makes them pay.
Makes them pay. Was confused the two there.
Hey, we've been talking for a long time. Game time checking in at just over an hour and a half. Daly plays the ball in the middle. Tools Ryan to make it 8-7 Mammoths. Charlotte Duran with the serve. Dessler. Dessler's been having some trouble with those serves today. Ryan sends it over. Beautiful kill from Daly.
They're reminiscent of 2 or 3 points ago where she did almost exactly the same thing.
Yep. Been having good luck with that near side sideline.
Here I believe you see Jennifer Ryan. Oh, no. Kate Dessler being taken off. I believe Jennifer Ryan thought she was being taken off. But, again, coach sticking with her choice to put her on the court.
Yeah, Ryan staying in. Dessler coming off for Bridget Bell. And on the Amherst side, Duran taking the serve. It's Bright, the captain. Daly looking down the sideline again. And Bell is going to try, she tried to dig it, went over the net and out of bounds.
Good effort, but sometimes just not enough.
Credit to Daly for working that sideline. That's 3 kills so far in this 4th set.
Coach Sue Everton has not sat down this entire set.
Love to see it.
Love to see it, absolutely.
Duran, after stringing together.
As she goes and takes a seat.
So Duran strung together a lovely series of serves there, giving the Mammoths a 2-point lead. Sent one into the net. Now serving for the Jumbos, Rachel Furash. Here it comes to Savage. Duran setting up for Daly. Daly rejected by Nwangpa, and Tufts has cut the lead to 1. Furash getting the Jumbo spotlight for today's game in the program. So congrats to Rachel. Furash just out of bounds. That was a close one. That point is going to go to the Mammoths. Well read by the libero Savage.
The statistic that they put on the Jumbo spotlight, 38 assists on Friday night at Hamilton. That is a very impressive total.
Tufts happy to be home this weekend, considering last weekend they made the drive up to Clinton, New York for Hamilton, and then on Friday night and then Saturday morning had to be in Williams, Massachusetts. And as I was speaking, Duran made a tough play on the ball and didn't manage to get it over the net. 10-11, Jumbo's down by 1.
Kate Dessler checks back into the game. On for number 8, Bridget Bell.
So Bell getting a lot of rest this set.
Just in case.
Zhang with the serve. Whew.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that was Hendricks has impressed in her limited playing time so far at this game. 10-12. Roan to Aker to Dessler with the roll shot. Pays off.
Katie Jane clearly fired up, telling number 9 to hit the ball to her before that serve. She was asking for it. Wants a chance to make up for it.
No big leads so far in this game as it's 11-12. Tufts down by 1, but serving. Aker with the serve. And hits a beauty.
Almost got confused by the spin there.
Yeah, it seemed to be a miscommunication between Hanea and Savage. Usually you let that ball go to the libero, but Hanea tried to play it. Hanea, a former libero herself.
Now we have a tie game.
And it's a tie game. You're right, 12-12. Just like all the other sets before this. Hendricks sets it for Duran. And it's going to be Dennis with the kill. So Dennis back in the game. Didn't call out that rotation. Chung back in for Hendricks.
And some
Not sure
confusion.
what's going on?
I believe the point was given to Tufts.
You're absolutely right.
And apparently there was an infraction by Kolsky. Obviously, Sue Everton confused about that one, just like much of us up here. I'm not even too sure Tufts knew what was going on with that one.
Yeah, strange. It seemed to be the only jumbo that really knew what was going on was Cora Thompson herself calling to the official. So 13-12 in the jumbo's favor. Not anymore. 13-13 as Hendricks blows one by Katie Zhang.
Katie Zhang just looking to find her rhythm again after that injury. It's hard to take a hit to the head, I believe it was, especially, and shake it off, but she's getting there.
Love the toughness, love the grit. Candice Chung with the serve. Heather Holtz gets rejected and almost dunked on. Holtz again, trying to find dry land, can't find it. Here's Kolsky. Dessler deflected off of Duran. Good roll shot, but it's played by Firash. Duran again to Kolsky. Into the net, and it's 14-13. Mammoths.
For you viewers at home, watch Sue Everton during the point sometimes. She follows the play as if she was on the court.
Love to see it. So, Owen, does the score look familiar?
It's almost like deja vu at this point. I'm one Heather Holtz does it again away from calling a doctor.
Maddie Stewart instead gets the point for the Jumbos. Candice Chung with a misplay, 14-14.
Some Everton on a run there. You love to see that hunger, though, that determination.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if the coach isn't hustling, how can they expect the players to hustle?
Exactly.
That's what I've always said.
A little harder for Coach Thompson and her heels.
Duran.
Just didn't get the block set in time there.
Yeah, 2 missed blocks by the Jumbos, both Claire Dennis making the play. 15-14 Amherst. That's Kolsky. Kolsky gets ready for the serve. Aker to Zedrick. Daly from her favorite spot on the court. Nothing doing. There's Holtz, almost dropped one in. And it's 17-14. Excuse me, 16-14. I can't add.
Couldn't possibly have a team get a 3-point lead in one of these games.
Sue Everton is fired up.
I believe she feels like there's been some calls that have gone against her. I think at a certain point she has a right to feel. I mean, I'm not an official. That's why I'm up here. They're down here. But definitely they seem to be on the butt end of some of the decisions.
So look for Tufts. Always powerful after timeout. ATO, as the youth call it. Just want to give a shout out to our cameraman Ethan Zaharoni as some Shakira plays. Shakira, of course, Ethan's favorite musical act. So you love to see that. 30 seconds remaining in this timeout, and Amherst looks ready to break. Tufts still deep in thought.
Interesting. Tufts does not only have 2 times the number of sets won right now, they also have 2 times the number of coaches. Seems to have 4 coaches for Tufts.
That's right. Assistant coaches for Tufts, Madison Smith and Alex Garrett. Alex Garrett, of course, former player. Not too long ago. In fact, last year. She was a captain last year.
Gotta love the Jumbo Alumni Network.
That's right. The athlete to athletics pipeline.
So where does that leave us?
I don't want to think about that.
I believe Twitter.
All righty. The Mammoths up 16-14, looking to tie it up in terms of sets. Tufts up 2-1.
Here we see Madison Clay, number 4, checking in the game for the first time. See if she can prove me right about what I said about her last performance.
Madison Clay, a transfer from the George Washington University down in D.C. Here's Kolsky having a great offensive game. And that is an awkward mile-high set. Well played by Zhang, and Dessler's going to put it over. Odd set from Duran leads to a bit of a free ball for the Jumbos. Dessler, no good. Oh, no kidding. All right.
It looked into me, but the official on the line said it's not in, and he's got a much better view than I do.
Yeah, Net Judge taking us for a ride there as he initially pointed at Tufts.
Pulling at the heartstrings.
Amherst pulling away here. Through Asher Dessler. Dessler, you can sense the frustration in Dessler's kills.
So Everton wanted to set that one back in. She set up for it.
I believe that's called a player coach, if I'm not mistaken. Dessler with a thunderbolt. 15-17, lead is cut to 2, but Amherst remains in the lead and is really in control in this fourth set. Dessler out of bounds.
Just out of bounds. Like to see the Hawkeye technology on that one.
Yeah, the little overview. Man, tough for Dessler with those out of bound balls today. Ball comes into Clay. Someone touched the net. Yeah.
Now we have violations going against Tufts.
So this is one of the largest leads we've seen for any team so far this game, as the Mammoths are up by 4. And with the energy on the bench, the momentum just builds for Amherst. Strange set by Clay. Furash sends it over. Free ball for the Mammoths. Duran to Daly. Daly looking to...
There was a tip.
Yep. 20-15.
This tough section of the bleachers has gone very, very quiet.
Yeah, Tufts has a hill to climb. Going to have to outscore the Mammoths 2-1 if they hope to remain in this set.
That was out. 2016? Sounds familiar.
16-20, 2016, you're right. Yeah, that was, I hate to use this word, but I think Tufts got a little bit lucky there, as Holtz's shot was denied, but denied out of bounds.
Rather be lucky than good sometimes.
Absolutely.
And that's not what you want to see off the back of a little bit of luck.
Couple momentum killers for the Jumbos.
Yeah. And you got to think, if this goes to 5 sets and Amherst have come in winning 2 in a row.
Yep.
They pull ahead as the favorites.
Ball comes into Clay off the serve of Arone. Ooh. Right with a good kill, sneaking it by Savage, who may say is a very talented libero. Not easy to get balls by
absolutely. Her. I think the ball said something to her. She seemed angry about that one.
Alrighty, Furash has a tall order as the Jumbo's down 4. Mammoth's playing with a palpable energy here. Stewart.
Great shot there.
Yeah, Durant couldn't handle it once. Skidding under the net. 19.
Maddie Stewart keeps popping up at big times.
That's right. That's absolutely right. I misspoke again. It's 18-21.
It is.
Having the captain's presence on the court may help. Daly. Oh, good dig by Furash. Stewart. Well played by Savage. A couple good kills here. Daly again. Aker with the set. Stewart with the attempted kill.
This is a defensive masterclass out of both these teams.
Absolutely.
Kids at home, read up.
Stewart from the 10-foot line, but it's denied at the net. My goodness.
Katie Jang may have hit her head, but she knows how much that one means.
Yes.
No question. And now we see the tough section of the bleachers get a little bit more belief again.
If there was any question as to why Maddie Bright was voted captain, those past 2 points should...
Absolutely.
Yeah. 19-21. Tufts cut the lead to just 2, but they were down by as much as 5.
Here we see the official approaching one another, asking why for some of the calls, I believe. Just, it's tough. When they're that far away, you can't talk about it. You really got to trust each other. And even if you think that they're wrong, one takes precedent over the other, obviously. So
and people often have the misconception that there's only 2 teams on the court, but in fact there's 3. The team of officials.
Arguably the most important team.
One might say.
Did my fair share of refereeing soccer matches back living in Hong Kong. And
you call it football over there or soccer?
We do, yep. But obviously different audience over here, so I'll adjust. And met my fair share of angry parents and coaches.
My first job was a Little League umpire.
Ooh, so yeah, let's cut these guys a little bit of slack. So I'm sure you know how it feels as well.
Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy. You know what else is not easy? Getting a ball by Furash, and she gets a nice dig there. Dessler sends them to Savage. Duran with a typical outside set to Hendricks. There's Stewart, and it's a misplay by Savage to cut the lead to 1.
One thing I absolutely love about Kate Dessler's game is that she doesn't muck around at all. It's 100% all the time, anywhere that she's hitting from. It's not only about getting it over, it's about making it as hard as she possibly can for them to return it.
For sure, it's been interesting to see, too, how Tufts has played differently with both captains, Stewart and Bright, on the court. Back to the game. Hendricks rejected by Stewart. Nwakpa plays that to the back.
Awkward position there.
Yeah, a little bit strange. Savage, great dig. Great dig. Daly sends it over. Here's Stewart.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting, yeah. I believe they're going to call Stewart on the net violation there. So 22-20, and this one is a nail-biter here.
Yeah.
Hanea, one of the best servers on the Amherst team. Serving into Bright. Oh, bad set.
Surprised she didn't get called in the foot there.
Yeah, Nwakpa. Whew. Another lucky play for Tufts, but Nwakpa with a great kill. Past Savage. 22-21.
She's been right there every time we've needed, or Tufts has needed her.
That's right. That's right. So we have the captain, Mackenzie Bright, getting ready for the serve. Don't often see Bright serving. Duran to Hendricks. Hendricks back to Bright. She has to set to Dessler. Dessler with the roll shot. Well played by Kolsky.
Try to catch out the Tufts defense there.
There's Bright with a rocket, but it's dug out by Hanea.
Beautifully done.
Nwakpa met at the net. 23-21. And Amherst is knocking on the door of sending this game to the 5th set.
That was a very, very impressive dig there out of Hanea.
Absolutely.
If that ball was coming at me, I'm getting out of the way.
Yes. So bad news if you're a Jumbos fan. We have Alex Roan for the serve. And Roan really doing well in late game serving situations so far.
She's
but you're going to have to wait. That's right.
Killed Tufts on the last set. So
that's right. You'll have to wait for those serves, however, as there is a timeout called by, I think, the Jumbos. And how can you not be motivated to play a volleyball game with Hotline bling in the background?
Absolutely. I mean, right now I'm in the process of forming my intramural volleyball team. So after all my 2 games of experience watching, I believe as a freshman I should find Kate Dessler and ask her to join. I feel like that might give us a slight advantage.
Right. Right. She'd be a good one to have on the intramural team.
Yeah, for sure.
And the rec league team.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Tufts takes the court. Gotta say, not many players on either team look very winded. And ever since they left the city, and ever since Roan has left the city of Manhattan Beach, California, she has been serving well for Amherst. One comes into Dessler right there. Dessler with the kill, finds a split. 22-23, and this game is not easing up.
Dessler missed a couple kills in a row there, or didn't miss, just didn't get quite enough behind it. Comes back with a very strong kill.
Absolutely. 22-23, tough serving. It's Aker.
Big point here.
Gotta wonder if Bridget Bell is going to come in these late points. Kolsky, what a kill! Goodness me, 24-22. Amherst has been clutch in these late moments.
Interesting to see no substitution out of Tufts here, sticking with the 6 that they have on the floor.
Can Candace Chung close it for the Mammoths?
Good serve, made it uncomfortable.
Dessler grazing off of Hanea's forearms, 23-24, and Hanea looked heartbroken.
Maddie Stewart serving to keep him in it now.
Timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a game.
Absolutely.
We have got a game. It has been back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Amherst 1 point away. Tufts 1 point away from giving us some bonus. Volleyball, of course, winning by 2 is the NCAA rule.
Run time of this game around an hour and 50 minutes at this point. And this could still go another set. So take this 45 seconds, grab a snack, stay hydrated.
Yeah, but don't miss these next few points.
No, they're very important.
Absolutely.
You now have 36 seconds, so run.
All right. Corey Thompson standing. Now sitting. Thought she was going to stand for this one. Maddie Stewart getting ready to serve for the Jumbos. Ball comes in. Savage with the dig. Here comes Kolsky.
I believe that was tipped. Or it
was not. Out of bounds. It was close, but it was out of bounds. 24-24. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to bonus volleyball.
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with that call. I think that should have been set point to Amherst, but obviously, again, they're closer to it than we are.
Final save, of course, goes to the refs. Maddie Stewart with her second serve in a row. Every point counts now. Oh, tough. Kolsky has been unbelievable in these late moments in this game. 25-24. Can Tufts stay alive, or will Amherst prove victorious in this fourth set?
Should get them some jumbo towels for Christmas.
It's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Put the logo on there.
Do our bit. Pass that idea on to Bridget Bell or anyone who's watching. Some custom towels would go a long way.
Emily Kolsky. Big moment for the junior here.
Dessler's name.
Well played by Daly. Dessler again, but she's blocked. Dessler for a third time. Sneaks one by. Claire Dennis couldn't get a good block on it. 25-25.
You'll never guess. We're tied.
We are tied. We are tied. It's a good one, ladies and gents. Daly is going to get the credit for the point on that one. Aker, not the best play.
She tried. She definitely put in 100% effort. It was just a little bit lacking on the execution.
25-26. Advantage Amherst.
Your libero not necessarily the one you want serving, though, when you have set point.
This is true. Skylar Savage not getting a whole lot of rest in this game.
Gotta think that's got to be a factor. Tufts has had 2 sets to take it a little easier. You haven't seen much of Bridget Bell.
Of course.
Even in this potentially game-winning situation.
Right, rejected. Amherst takes the set. What an absolute battle by Amherst to tie the game 2-2. Get comfortable, ladies and gents, because in 3 minutes we will be covering the 5th set of this important NESCAC battle. We will be back shortly. Cool. We're not live. Welcome back, folks. Clean slate for the 5th set here. Both teams getting ready. Intense talk on the Jumbo side and more of a loosey-goosey action from the Amherst side. So, Owen, what are you looking for this set?
I think it all comes down to mentality here. It's been tough for Tufts, no pun intended, that they kind of had it and let it slip away a little bit. A little bit of interesting decisions there coming into the end of the last set, keeping a lot of their usual starters. Like, you didn't see much of Heather Holtz, didn't see much of Bridget Bell, didn't see much of Nguyen Po, and it was gave some girls like Madison Clay, who haven't been in the game a lot, some valuable time. So we'll see if Tufts can come back.
Bridget Bell with the serve. It's 0-0 here at Cousins Gymnasium. Hendricks sends it back. Both teams with energy out of the gate. Hendricks sends it over.
I believe that was
in?
out.
Called it in. All right. So Amherst opens up 1-0. Of course, a reminder that the 5th set is played to 15.
I actually forgot that, so thank you for the reminder, Owen.
For the folks at home, 5th set played to 15, not the traditional 25. That is Hanea with the serve. Oh, miscommunication on the tough side.
That's tough, but if this is anything like the previous sets, I believe we can expect 15-15.
I think we're going to expect 12-12 and then 15-15. Hanea with her second serve, second in a row, yes.
Bang. Yeah.
Dessler sneaks one by the block. Tooling, I believe that was Hendricks. It was. Holt stepping back for the serve. 2-1, Jumbo's down.
Clearly out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah.
No controversy. And you'll never guess, it's a tie game. 2-2.
All right. Hendricks seems to have a little bit more success on the near sideline than the far sideline so far this game. Nevertheless, Heather Holtz for her second serve.
Great serve.
And great dig, too. Hanea to Bell. Furash setting up Dessler. Dessler with a roll shot, no good. Set stays in.
Another great dig. Seemed like that might have been a bit of a drag, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Point went to Amherst, nevertheless. Credit Savage for that.
Yeah.
And look at this, Savage
time.
actually taking a seat on the bench for...
I mean, she deserves it.
Yeah. Not too often that's happened so far this game. Alex Roan with the serve. Dessler with the kill. Was there a tip? There was.
Between Dessler, Roan, and Skylar Savage, this has been a lot about a lot of freshmen.
Yeah, sort of a youth movement here in this game.
Future is bright for NESCAC volleyball.
Yeah, absolutely. Player of the week last week was a freshman on Bowdoin as well. The name is escaping me, but a lot of good freshmen in the NESCAC this year. Tied at 3 as Edric delivers a serve. Going to be a tough one to keep alive. A lot of plays at the net there in that sequence. Oh, and Mackenzie Bright sneaks one by.
Ping pong there at the net for a second, but they worked it out. I always find that the most uncomfortable when it's so close you don't know where it's coming down. Hit the net and could go either way.
Absolutely. Narrow serve by Zedric. Saved by Hanea.
Almost feel like she was looking for the hands there.
Yeah, Hanea was calling to the ref ardently for a tip, but I don't think I saw one there.
I don't think she has the same pull as Rachel Furash. There we saw probably, arguably, Tufts' strongest 6 there. With obviously you have Nguyen Po and Holt rotating, so they bring different things to the table, but they're both extremely effective. They're hard to separate.
Yeah, right. And that probably explains the timeout a little bit. Is like just getting used to the starting 6 for Tufts on the Mammoths side.
It's certainly not a combination that we saw in the last 2 sets.
No, absolutely not.
Tufts now back to full strength. And here we have Ariel Zedric checking into the game.
Zedrick getting ready to serve. Seeing a lot of hands on knees, a lot of sweaty foreheads.
As long as they're not sweaty forearms.
Very true.
Get some towels out there.
Hendricks. We're going to get the point as Nwangwu deflected that out of bounds.
It's a double block there. Just those ones hard to direct.
Interesting observation I just had. No one on Amherst is wearing sleeves, while everyone on Tufts is.
It's really how much you care about your elbows.
Just an interesting thought there. As Zedrick sets up Bright.
That was in.
It was not.
Or it was not.
Close call. Been a couple of those.
Yeah, I believed firmly that was in, but again, he's wrong. Started out the game strong with my calls, but
Mammoths 2 consecutive points, ATO, and it's going to be tied at 5. Good serve.
miscommunication there.
Great serve from the Mammoth side there. My goodness.
Mammoths take the lead. 6-5.
Here's Chung again. Ball comes in. Oh, wow.
Terrific set by Ariel Zedrick.
Yeah, Amherst is going to be mad that wasn't called a lift. It was a close call, but Nwangwu delivers the thunder. Nwangwu, coming into my day job this morning, ended up assisting her because the computers in the library weren't working. Spends a lot of time in the music library where I work. And a terrific block. They don't teach you that in the library. Nwangwu puts Tufts up by 1.
All this time in the music library, maybe she is the force behind the amazing playlist that this Tufts volleyball team
interesting
has.
thought. Interesting thought.
She clearly knows what she's doing.
Ball comes in. It's going to be a tough one here for the Mammoths. Free ball for Tufts. Dessler sets it to Zedrick. Zedrick the setter to Nwangwu. Nwangwu into the net.
Get that over. Terrific.
Bell over the shoulder set. Free ball for the Mammoths here. Kolsky lethal from the sidelines, but it's dug out.
This could be a big win for the Tufts.
Dessler out of bounds. Killer.
Great effort there.
Trading blows here in this 5th set. 7-7.
Really the story of the game. This is NESCAC volleyball. It's around as close as you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we've been talking all game about how important this game is. Momentum on the Mammoth side. They've won 2 sets straight. Bell with the roll shot, dug out by Chung. Drifted over the net, played by the Mammoths. Here's Bright. Daly from the sidelines. Pinned in the net. Nwangwu with the dunk.
Very impressive from Nwangwu there to get not only that much height, but to also be able to reach over and not touch the net.
Yeah.
By that much.
Yeah.
Really impressive stuff.
Of course, the rule being when one team reaches 8 points, they switch sides, so that's what's happening right now.
You gotta keep reminding me that it's a 15.
We are about halfway through this 5th and final set. Sort of an unorthodox point there. A lot of plays at the net. It was a little awkward, but Nwangwu ended up getting the point.
That roll shot by Bridget Bell really pulled in the defenders, and then a roll shot back, and it was, I want to say 8 people up at the net.
Tufts up by 1. Serving is Aker. Daly from the middle of the court tries to find a split, but Zedrick is there. Dessler pushes it over.
Answered well.
Oh, free ball for Tufts here. Let's see what they can do with it. Right. There it is. Tools on, I believe, Duran. He's making 9-7.
You can notice a change in the atmosphere almost. Is still being celebrated, but it's not. None of these celebrations are jokes anymore. This is no more dancing. This is game time. 9-7.
Stuff gets real in the 5th set. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Aker, her second serve.
It's a good one.
It is. From the 10-point line is
Terrific.
Daly. Finds that back row split. Well done. 9-8. Lead is cut to 1. And Amherst ties it up with a terrific defensive play by Duran. 9-9. Amherst doesn't give up. Savage with the serve. Zedrick with the set. Bell with the push to the middle of the court, but Chung is there. Daly from the outside, and that's going to be another Mammoths point, 3 in a row.
And Tufts need a timeout.
Yeah, much needed timeout. So it was 8-7. Mammoths on a 3-1 run.
Yeah, this is a great 5th and final set.
Absolutely. You know, fifth sets are always exciting. You know, the last game that we covered that went to 5 sets here was, of course, against Bowdoin, which Tufts ended up losing. So you don't see them lose.
You got to think this
often.
one would sting a little bit more, though, being up 2-0.
Absolutely, absolutely.
As we get reminded that it's your birthday. You got to party like it's your birthday.
It is.
As
in
we
fact,
listen to In the Club
by 50 Cent. Of course, my birthday is in December.
March 20th for anyone who wants to send me anything. Sorry, actually, corrections, in the club.
20 seconds left. Amherst 5 points away from sealing an unbelievable victory here at Cousins Gymnasium.
Ooh, I'm going to need to sit down after this one.
Serving for the second time in a row is Skylar Savage. Kate Dessler to Zedrick. Bell denied, but Dessler was there. Right.
Some confusion there from the Tufts side, not knowing. I'm not too sure anybody knows what that's for.
Yeah, that's a costly play. That's a costly penalty on Tufts, but I'm not sure what the violation was. Going to need some clarity on that. But it's still 10-9. Anyways, we'll call it as we see it, as Daly sends one to the opposite side of the court. Here's Bell.
Obviously, things we're not looking for that the officials are, so.
Roan tries to find space in the middle, can't find it because Zedrick is there. It was right into the net. Killer.
She was put in a tough position there. I don't think that's entirely her fault. There was a lot asked of her in that position.
Yeah, tough play by any means, but credit to the Mammoths for making that play happen as they pull ahead by 2 and are now 4 points away from victory.
This is where seasons can be made or broken right here.
Absolutely. Savage, another serve. Holtz,
And
there it is.
that's how you respond.
Much needed for the Jumbo side.
Heather Holtz popping back up. Saw this at the beginning of the game, faded away a little bit, came back, faded a little bit, and now we have Maddie Stewart back in the game, who always seems to pop up at the right time.
Yeah, Stewart Holtz Bell is a good front row for the Jumbos.
It's certainly one I would not want to be against.
Koltsky just lethal from anywhere in the court. Tough play for the Jumbos. Yep, that's going to be a net.
Yeah. That one we saw.
Yeah, absolutely. 12-10. Amherst maintains their 2-point lead. 3 points separating Amherst from an away victory. But first we'll have to deal with this timeout.
There's blood in the water, and Amherst smells it right now.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's strange these past, at least the 2 years I've been here, Tufts has been such a dominant force in the NESCAC, of course, going 10-0 last season. And it seemed like every game at home was straight sets. And past 2 NESCAC games we've seen have both gone to 5 sets.
Right.
One resulting in a loss, one we're not sure, but only 3 points away from resulting in a loss. So different look for the Jumbos this year.
Yeah, we'll see if they can come out of this huddle strong. It's really now it's up to the coaches. Get the girls inspired again. Make sure that they know that it's not over. Because it's far from it. They're only 5 points off winning it.
That's, of course, good point. Mammoths out early, still 30 seconds left in this timeout.
Yeah, Amherst are ready to go.
Daly, Hendricks, Duran, Roan, Kolsky, and Savage.
If you ever want to know what a coach is thinking about the team, this is the time where you look at who they put out.
Yes, absolutely. Stewart Holtz, Bell, Furash, Aker, and Dessler for the Jumbos. So a battle of giants between the two of these teams' starting lineups. Furash setting up Stewart for the kill.
Great dig.
Great dig by Kolsky. Daly, this is trouble. Point Bose as a net violation against, I assume, Kolsky.
First one in a while. It was interesting. In the game against Bowdoin, we didn't really see too many, and they are flying in today.
Yeah, sure are.
Both with particularly tall lineups as well might have something to do with it. A lot more of a contest at the net.
Tying point is here for Tufts if they can win it, but they can't. Fantastic kill from Daly. Puts the Mammoths 2 points away from victory.
Sophia Aker just saying to Kate Dessler, it's okay. It's not over yet.
Ball's in the hands of the senior Hinea as she serves it. Bad dig by Bell as it goes back over.
Terrific.
Terrific play.
And if you want to know what that means to the team, just look at Sue Everton there, off her feet with excitement. If this is a point here for Amherst, there's going to be pure scenes.
Absolutely. Hinea, the senior, the captain. Tufts stays alive on the back of a terrific kill by Dessler.
And in comes Nwangpo. Oh, the libero is out.
Yeah, not too surprising there.
They have to go for it, right? And Heather Holt serving as well.
Not a whole lot of wiggle room for the Jumbos here as Holt serves it.
Good serve. Great serve.
Costly mistake for Kolsky, who has been so solid in the late sets so far.
I think I need a timeout.
Yeah, seriously.
And again, they're listening to me, and they call a timeout. So
Timeout.
Thank you.
Separating what, if I may call, the biggest point of the Jumbo season so far. 14-13 in a set to 15, last set of the game here.
I mean, what do you even say to your team at this point?
If you are not on the edge of your seats, folks.
I mean, we
You
must
should
have at
be.
least 4,000 viewers at this point.
Yeah, I was just about to check. You know, it's why I love NESCAC volleyball. Is it's just fast-paced, it's exciting. Amherst, obviously the underdog coming into this game.
Oh yeah, if you had told me that coming to Tufts I would get to see this level of volleyball, I would have told you to get out. But here it is before my very eyes.
So we've got 30 seconds separating us from an enormous point for the Jumbos, for the Mammoths as well. It'll be Holt serving for Tufts.
And it's match point, Amherst.
We'll let this point play out without commentary. We'll let the crowd speak for itself. Oh my goodness, Tufts did it. They came back 3 straight points to tie it at 14.
What a terrific dig there. Out of, I believe it was Maddie Stewart, I want to say.
I believe.
And then Nwangpa doing what she does best.
My goodness, it looked like Tufts had lost it there. Impassioned cheering from the crowd. Kolsky, Bell gets up to block. Dessler denied. Point Amherst.
Again.
Goodness me, wow. Of course, win by 2 applies here. It's Roan serving for the Mammoths. Well dug by Hinea. Here's Stewart. Out of bounds. And the Mammoths win an impossible victory in Cousins Gymnasium. Down 2 sets to nothing. Come back to win it 3 sets to 2. And Tufts suffers its second 5-set loss in their home court in a row to NESCAC opponents.
And that was a terrific game of volleyball. All the credit goes to Amherst for sticking that out. I mean, they went down 2 sets. A lot of teams would have said this is it. There was even a close 3rd set, not even like they came out and blew them out.
Yep.
Huge respect to Tufts for winning the first 2 sets and staying in it the whole time, and especially fighting back at the end. But all props go to Amherst for their attitude and their performance, and just really that never say die attitude that ultimately I think carried them across the edge.
Great performance by both teams. Amherst will step into the 3rd place in the NESCAC. Tufts will fall to the 4th place. Please tune in to JumboCast tomorrow as we cover the Tufts versus the Trinity game at 1 o'clock. And, of course, thank you all for joining us tonight. For Owen Fitzsimon, I'm Owen Finnegan. For our director, Trevor Russo. For our cameraman, Ethan Zaharoni. We hope you all have a fantastic night and a fantastic weekend, and thank you for joining us.
No, on the last